Hello, welcome to a brand new series on the channel. We're going to be playing Timberborn, which is a new game that just came out about 2 weeks ago. It's kind of a self-described lumberpunk dystopian future thing where humans have been eliminated from the earth and beavers are the race that will inherit the spoils of the world. So, I don't know. I don't know too much about the game, but it looked pretty cool in the previews and thought I'd pick it up and we'll learn it together. Let's go ahead and go. So I do know that there's 2 factions so far. The game is in early access. You have to start as the Folktales, but if you... Okay, I don't know what language that was, but if you do well as these guys, you can unlock the Iron Teeth, which is more of like a industrial faction. It says the Folktales are easygoing but hardworking, expert farmers. They respect nature and it rewards them with plentiful bounties. Their motto, comfort, food, and sturdy wood. So let's go ahead and advance that. We'll go... So it recommends 256 by 256, but it also has a couple different other maps. I haven't done too much research on the game, but I have seen a couple of different reviews on it. These are pretty interesting. We're going to stick with plains for now, first time. And we have difficulty settings. Normal is the default, of course, which says you want a challenge. Your settlement starts with moderate resources. Droughts are milder at the beginning, but intensify over time. And there's also easy, which is, I guess, not really a sandbox, but is probably about as close as you're going to get. And then hard is punishing, from what people have told me. Humans did not make it, and neither will you. Your settlement starts with scarce resources. Droughts are severe and become even worse over time. Sharpen your incisors. That's kind of foreboding. And you can also do custom settings. I don't know what any of this is. We're just going to go with normal, because that's how the game's probably intended to be played. And we'll go right along with the tutorial. I love the artwork for this. So again, the game is in early access, so it's not complete, but it is out of alpha and beta, so it is relatively good to go. Just some things that they're still working on. There will be pretty regular updates, so stuff could change. If you're watching this in the future, there could be stuff present in your timeline that I don't currently have, but we'll just go with what we've got. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and pause the game so we don't miss anything. Take a look at all these different tips here. It says, what every new settlement needs are logs. Build lumberjack flags and mark some trees in its range for cutting. All buildings used by beavers must be connected to a district center with a path, so connect the two as well. This, of course, is the district center. We have a little bit of mobility choice with the camera here. You get some kind of nice low angles here. You can phase through the ground, which is interesting. Anyway, so we're going to build lumberjack flags, and then we have to build paths, and then mark trees for cutting. So let's go ahead and figure out how to do all that stuff. So somewhere down here is going to be paths and structures. Is lumberjack flag going to be on here somewhere? Wooden stairs. Okay, so this is like building blocks and stuff. All right. Storage, labor, housing, water, food, wood, metal, power, science, leisure, decoration, monuments, and that looks like settings. Okay, hauling post, builder's hut, distribution post, drop-off point. So it's probably going to be under wood, I had to guess. Lumberjack flag, okay. Employs a lumberjack that cuts trees. And I guess the arrow is probably going to be the direction of work or connection to a path. Let's find out. So it wants us to build 2. Let's put them right next to these trees. We'll just do that. And then we have to build a path, which is going to be under paths and structures. It's just click and drag. Looks like it. Okay. And then these have to be actually constructed. And we can actually choose construction priority, which is going to be lowest to highest. So we'll click highest for these 2, just to make sure those get built. Not like they're really going to have anything else to do. So we'll go ahead and unpause the game, and someone's going to come over here and start building. Looks like. I guess it just takes a little bit of time to get that done. Rather slow. Okay, there we go. So this little icon, this is kind of funny looking. So I guess it's going to assign people, and they're just going to sit here because they have nothing to do. Okay. Nothing to do in range. So that's because we have to mark trees for cutting. So if we click on the cut trees thing, I'm guessing it's going to be like a click and drag square, maybe? Mark tree cutting area. Yes. Okay. Okay, that's looking pretty good. All right, now we can continue. Now we need to keep our beavers alive. Build a water pump on a riverbank to secure a steady supply of water. You should also place a gatherer flag to gather berries from the nearby bushes. Okay, so I do know, we'll go ahead and pause again so I don't get got here. I do know that water in this game comes in from, I wish the default camera angle was a little lower. Water does come in from one side of the map. Looks like it comes up this thing here. It comes in right here. And looks like it just goes all the way down here, downhill, until it meanders around to where our village is, empties out into this lake, and then exits the map over here. So I'm assuming there's going to have to be something to do with the dams at some point, because beavers. So we just have to find a spot where we want to put a water pump. Probably for now, pretty close to this district center. Let's go ahead and go to water. Looks like water pump is right here. We'll put that right there. Just build one of those, and then a gatherer flag. Is that going to be under labor, or is it going to be under water? Okay. Is that going to be under something else? Because this says lumberjack flag is under wood, but there's no gatherer flag under water. That's interesting. Okay, what's this exclamation point? Okay, no, it's just the tutorial. Okay, well, can't really do anything until they build this water pump anyway. Oh, the gatherer flag is in reference to the berries. Okay, so berries are down here. I have been told berries are a good early game food source, and you also start with some in your district center. So we're going to try to exhaust these and then start planting some other stuff as well. So if we go under food, gatherer flag, okay. So we'll just put that right there. We'll go ahead and start with 2. Then take our paths right here. And just connect that like so. They're already hard at work getting some trees down and building. Kind of wish there was a building animation for this. I guess Ostrov kind of spoiled me with having nice building animations. But they're waiting for materials, so they need 12 logs. So I guess in real time as this goes, they're going to have to go there. Okay, I guess I could have built more than 2 lumberjack flags. In fact, while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get that set up. I'm going to get a couple more going here. Just 2 just like that, and they will automatically get to work. Okay, so it's actually built right now. Okay. Building isn't connected to any district center by paths. Oh, kind of forgot to do that. Something I'm going to have to get used to. I'm used to Ostrov doing that by itself. Okay. Well, the buildings you placed have some storage that will fill up quickly. Build a log pile to store logs, a small water tank to store water, and a small warehouse to store berries and other resources. Okay, is that going to be under wood? No, it's going to be under storage probably. Okay, log pile can hold 180. I'm also used to pushing F. So we'll put the log pile here, just kind of out of the way. Connect with a path. Just like so. We'll build a warehouse as well. For the berries, we'll put that near where the berries go, just because efficiency, etc. Okay. And then a small water tank. Okay, so I guess it's going to be under water dump. Oh, discharging water, I guess, when we get to later stuff with industrial water usage. Small water tank, large water tank, of course we can't until we research. So we'll store a small amount of water. Let's go ahead. Let's start with a pretty good amount of this, because I don't want to be caught without water during a drought. Because what's going to happen is you really only need the one pump, and you're going to have a worker that's going to fill up the tanks from the pump. So we'll go ahead and get that going here. They've got all sorts of stuff to take care of. Log pile is done. Warehouse is being constructed. Waiting on 12 more logs. Okay. Guess there's going to be a lot of hurry up and wait because all the beavers are sleeping. Because they're all tired. Oh, 16-hour day. No, we can do more than that. This is This is going to be hard in the beginning. We got to work more hours than that. We can rest later. We got stuff to build. Alright, they should be just about... Oh, now they're thirsty, huh? Alright, so I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's see, we can, we don't have any... I guess if I reset all the, workers here, we're gonna have to have somebody... Because they're all complaining that they are very thirsty because we don't have a pump. So is there something I'm missing to power this? Like, does the pump actually have to be powered by something else, or is it just automatically going? Water wheel, power wheel. This doesn't say it needs power. They just don't have any unemployed beavers. So if we pause some of our lumberjack stuff and try to get somebody to okay, now somebody's actually working water. Okay, now they can actually drink. Because they're going to be pretty bad if they don't get any drink. They're going to be dying of thirst and all that. We don't want that. Okay, warehouse is all done. Now they're just sleeping. We're going to have to build houses at some point. Anyway, we can go ahead and continue. Beavers should now survive for a while. You can start thinking about building farms, producing power, and generating science points. Oh, is that the entire tutorial? Okay, well that's good that it's not super complicated, but I'm kind of concerned I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, so all that being said, we still have an issue with people being thirsty. And we have a decent storage of logs. We should probably start doing a farm. Oh, they got all sorts of stuff here. Okay, so we've built a farmhouse. This is going to employ farmers that plant and harvest crops. I don't think we need to really worry about that until all these berries are gone. Let's see, what other needs are we going to have going on here? So I know there's some sort of other stuff that the beavers desire, like social needs and everything. I think. Yeah, we're doing okay. I wish the game would give me a little bit more detail on stuff. So we've got lodges, and we can research other stuff here. So if we go ahead and build some stuff, one thing I do think is interesting is all these buildings. Well, most of them are solid and flat on top, so you can kind of stack things. So you see, like right here, like this is kind of on the top. We're not going to stack anything quite yet, but we are going to go ahead and start building lodges. Just kind of, why is that so, why does it say it's too far from builders? Yeah, we'll just start off with those three. Should, it'll hold 9. I think we've got, how many beavers do we even have? I don't know, I really don't have any idea how this game works at this exact moment in time. Sorry if this is painful for you to watch. We've got stuff to do. They are filling up water tanks. Working hard here. Construction lacks materials. Okay, so we can unpause one of these lumberjack flags, but we don't have any unemployed beavers, really. So I am going to just make this one only for berries. Just so that can get filled up. We'll get that all the way up to 200. Looks like we've harvested most of the berries, honestly. And they will keep growing. We just know as soon as the drought comes, the berries will be gone. Okay, now they're complaining about food. Okay. Okay, so they're hungry. So are they going over here to get food? Yes, they are. Okay. Why is this one green? Oh, that's the one I have selected. Alright, so let's go ahead and... God, I really wish I could get the camera angle to be, like, just a little bit lower. And, like, snap back to it. There's probably a setting that I just don't know about. So we've got water is... That reminds me of the SimCity 4 water tower sound. Satisfying. So they're going to build houses eventually. We need to get other food sources up and going. So why don't we go ahead and build a farmhouse? Oh, okay. So it's got an actual like range of stuff it can go to. That's neat. We'll put this here. Then we'll connect it with a path. Okay, we don't need 4 workers working in the district center because all they do is move stuff between areas here. So that should help get a couple other things taken care of here. Okay, we should probably have the farmhouse be a higher priority than the lodges because there's not really that much of a penalty for sleeping outside, it seems. They just need to get 25 logs. That could take a little bit of time. Okay, no. All right, we can go ahead and get all 4 of these going because I guess we don't have a ton of workers here. No, I guess they just all have to sleep. We'll get there. We are learning, after all. 172 berries. So it does look like those are all exhausted, and we will need to get this farm going sooner rather than later. But it should be just about done, and I'm assuming when we click on this, it'll give us more options to define a farming zone. Or we might just have to figure that out ourselves. Okay. Place farmers that plant and harvest crops. Okay, so where do I go from here? What does this do? No, I don't want him to leave the building. I thought there might have been more information or something. So, plant trees and bushes, plant crops. Okay, it's got its own dedicated button. We've got carrots, potatoes, and wheat. Those carrots take 4 days to grow. I don't know when the first drought starts, but they do have to be grown by then. So let's go ahead and start growing some carrots. Just a small little plot right here. Let's try that, see what happens here. Okay, and there's nobody to work there, so we can go ahead and pause one of these lumberjack flags. And get, yeah, there we go. Bungeon over here came and started planting some carrots. So these should grow relatively quickly. And then we can also start growing. We can build another warehouse. I guess we could put it right next to the farmhouse, would probably make sense. We've got some time, they just have to finish building these houses first. By the time these are ready for harvest, this warehouse should be done, and we can put our carrots in there. Filling up our water tanks. Looking good. They're just waiting on logs. Okay, we're also going to be running into a problem of not having enough logs. Okay, so we have beavers that have grown up. Building? Okay, we have to connect by paths here. We'll just connect right like that. Now they can actually use that, and that should increase their social stats. Let's slow down a little bit. Let's see if we can figure out planting trees. Okay, so I guess we have to... how do you unlock this? I guess that has to be research. So there's going to be something to do with science. Okay. I'm going to have to at some point figure something out here. Decoration, monuments. Man, they got all sorts of stuff. Demolish buildings, resources, assign priorities, storage, labor, housing. Hauling post, no. Builder's hut, distribution post. We already built a lodge. Food, we don't have any potatoes to grill yet. Lumber mill, make planks from logs. Forester, okay, so the forester plants trees and bushes. We need 60 science. And we don't have any science. So how do you do science? This is what I was talking about when I wish that the game was a little bit better with the tutorial. So I guess an inventor has to be made to do science. I wish that was something they would have told us. We'll just put that right there. Make this a high priority. Looks like that needs 12 logs. We have 25 there, so that should be a-okay. I guess they're all sleeping now. If you click on here, this is the snoring beaver sound. That's kind of funny. Alright, so they're just about done with that. So is this... Okay, so this is just a static thing that generates science points. Okay. That's kind of a straightforward mechanic. I can appreciate that. We just have to wait until we get enough science points to unlock the forester here, which is going to be 60 science points. Alright. So far stuff's looking pretty good. Carrot crop is... Well, the early carrot crop is about halfway done. I probably should have another path going to the water tanks. I didn't want to box myself in, though. Though we might as well at this point. Let's go ahead and build out like this so it's a little bit easier for people to get around. Yeah, there we go. That's already super helped our productivity here. Got 15 science already. 62% growth progress on the carrots. Okay, and we should go ahead and cut trees over here. Just so we have some more trees. We are going to replant this whole area. I'm worried about when this drought's going to show up, because you don't ever know. So you want to make sure you have stuff stored. That's why I built 6 of these water tanks. And as long as the drought doesn't last more than a couple of days, we should still be okay. Oh, I didn't connect this with... I'm really going to have to get used to actually building paths. This is going to be for carrots only. Just put that all the way up to 200. These should be ready to harvest in probably another 1 or 2 in-game days. And there's not enough homes for beavers. What a pity. Okay, so we have 30 science now. I think we can go ahead and... I guess I could... We don't have the technology to do stairs yet, I don't think. But I'm going to go ahead and build one more lodge just so that last beaver has somewhere to sleep. Seems like the nice thing to do. This is getting nicely filled up here. Okay, what is happening? Okay, so this is full. That's what that thing is. So I guess we're actually doing pretty good on our water supply here. Okay, so that's the end of day 9. Hoping the drought doesn't come before we can harvest all this, but they are harvesting now. So that's good. It changes color as it gets closer to harvest time. So that's cool. We just had a beaver be born. So I guess now we have beaver infants. We still don't have a drought. It's day 10, so pretty positive outlook here. Carrots are being stored, looking very nice indeed. As soon as we get to 60 science, we are going to be building a forester, or researching it rather. So we just have, the trees do grow back eventually, they're just, you know, kind of slow. So it really could not come at a better time. Just need a little bit more from the inventor here, and we can go ahead and do that. Assuming that's how stuff actually gets unlocked in this game. Okay, so we've got 60. Sure you want to unlock forestry? Yes, 60 science points. So we'll go ahead and rotate this guy. Just build that right there. We'll get to that in just a moment. Our water storage looks to be pretty full. Looking good. Let's wait on them to get this going here. Oh, they need planks? Okay. So to do that, I guess we have to slow down again. I saw something about planks. Lumber mill. Probably should have built this earlier. Beavers are happier than ever. You have reached a new well-being high score. 5. Okay. Well, 5 is not a particularly high score, but we'll take that. I'll go ahead and get that built. I guess we can go high speed until that's done. This should be, yes, all good to go. Slow that back down again. So we are going to have to pause another one, I think, to get somebody to work here. Yep, there we go. So it's making logs and planks. Okay, so this one needs power. So now we're really opening a can of worms, it looks like. So we've got power here. We have a water wheel, which we're not going to build right now because I know the drought's going to be coming soon. A power wheel, we can have a beaver actually run on, and then that's going to generate some sort of a power that we have to then attach to something. Power shaft. Okay, so I guess that has to connect here. So if we put that here, then that means the power wheel has to go here. But I can't put that there because the path is there. So I guess we're going to have to build the path here. And then if I demolish this path and this path, then I can go in here with the power wheel. I know I kind of painted myself into a corner. But putting that there, we'll get this constructed. See if this is going to be even possible for beavers to get underneath this little thing here. I don't know. First time playing the game, first time understanding mechanics. I probably did not do something right, but we'll find out. If we have to, we can just put a path going around this way. We probably will anyway, just in case. No unemployed beavers in district. Are you sure about that? Has to get built first. Okay. Well, it is built. So let's go ahead and turn down one there. So now we actually have somebody working this. Still no drought yet? Okay, good. Of course, they're all sleeping. Okay, so this guy is... Okay, we're going to delete that. Delete the path. Then we're going to have to build another shaft here, it looks like. Yes. So this guy's just toiling away for nothing until this shaft is actually built here. Okay, so now that's actually turning. Good. That's kind of cool how this is set up. I'm going to have to be more deliberate with the design of the paths and the shafts and everything. So that's cool. Very interesting concept here. And I think you can also do... Yeah, you can do intersections and all sorts of cool stuff. That's exciting to think about. And as soon as we have planks, we can build our forester. Because we do have... Okay, these carrots are being gathered. Stored in the warehouse, looking good. This is looking good. I think these berries will regrow. Don't know what's going to happen when the drought comes. Oh, okay, so I clicked on this. Population well-being. So we get social, life, fun, 3 different types of nutrition, knowledge, spirituality, aesthetics, and then 3 levels of awe. Okay, so these guys are just kind of sitting here. I guess we can pause these 2 because there's really nothing happening with the berries for quite some time. Our water storage is full. Just waiting on our forester to have enough planks to work here. Just takes time, I suppose. So let's see what else we can get into here. Got 113 food. We have 11 adults and 1 child. We have just enough housing for the beavers. So if we go over here, paths and structures. So we can't build stairs until we have enough science. So, okay, that makes sense. So I guess we can start double stacking lodges at that point. But for right now, we can't. So if we rotate this... Haha! Okay, now we're thinking. Now we're thinking with portals here. No, I don't want that. Get out of here. We'll put this here, and then we'll go around like so. So then they'll be able to access this entire thing. I probably should have not staggered these, but hey, we're learning. You live and you learn. I guess we probably could, if we really wanted to, have more water tanks. Wow. Okay, that one holds... Yeah, don't have enough science points. Irrigation tower. Okay. It's got a lot of science. I wish it would let me show the actual footprint of this stuff. Depth markers. Okay, we'll figure out exactly what all the rest of the stuff is as we get to it. But that's going to be very interesting. Because we're very full on water right now. So we probably should build more. I don't know. Someone who knows a lot more about this game than I do will probably have comments to make about me making too many of these, but I don't know. We're learning. We are learning. Go ahead and get rid of some of the paths here. Then we can think about what might fit here nicely. But it looks like our stuff is going relatively well. This forester is complete. So let's see. If I go to trees, then I can plant birch, pine, or maple. So birch is quicker to grow. Pine gives you more logs. Maple gives you a lot more logs, but it takes almost 3 times as long to grow as a birch. Well, for right now, we just need to have a good spot for growing here. So I think we can just... We can let those grow. This guy will have something to do. And all the beavers have a nice comfy place to sleep at night, which is good. Don't want any homeless beavers in our dystopian beaver utopia. Uh-oh. Drought incoming in 3 days? Okay. Well, it's nice that it warns us for that. This should be enough time to get another harvest of carrots grown before the drought comes. And we do have water, so let's hope we get these built before that happens. So we can go ahead and make sure that we have enough stored up. I'm not anticipating it being too terribly hard on normal difficulty. But I think as the drought starts, we can actually see the water level decrease. So we'll find out as stuff gets going here. Okay, waiting on materials. They don't have enough logs. Okay, well, guess they're just getting logs. Takes time, so we might actually not get any of these built. We'll find out. I guess we can turn this off because we don't need any more planks. I'm just waiting to look up here and see no more water at all. Well, we'll find out. Okay, growth progress 217. So I wonder if when the drought comes, these trees will all die. I really hope that's not going to be the case. But we will, we'll find out, I suppose. Not really much I can do about that at this point, anyway. Okay, I guess I can also have this guy stop doing the power wheel if we're not actually using it. As far as inventing goes, though, we've got... Where was I on this? Structures? Yeah. So we can unlock stairs at 70. which we should get relatively quickly. Just one more point, we can unlock some stairs, and then we can start double-decking stuff, which is exciting. And also accessing other areas of the map, like these dead trees. Okay, we still have water. That's good. So I guess at the end of this 0.8 days, the water will start going away. Let's go ahead and get these stairs. So if I build stairs here... let's actually build it here. Yeah, okay, whatever you say. It does need logs and planks. Well, my main priority, of course, was having water. So that makes sense that that's like that. Okay, 0.4 days until the drought comes. Can I cut this tree? Okay, they're going to cut that down automatically. 0.2 days. So I guess sunrise, that's the next day, we're going to start seeing the water disappear. I actually want to watch that happen in real time, see what it's like. Alright, so this is where the water comes in. I'm assuming that's where it's going to stop coming out first. Okay, yep, here it goes. Drought started. Oh, it's fast. It is fast going down here. Okay, so we can get back on these. Oh. Okay, drying out and we'll die in 9 days. Okay, so we actually still have some time. Trees drying out and we'll die in 10 days. I hope the drought is not going to last long. Okay, so it's 2.6 days forecast based. So now the pump is dry and we'll not get any more in there. So we can take these off of high priority. Okay. Okay, they're still waiting on logs because we don't have any more wood. Well, the good news is we actually still have food. So the beavers should not be in any danger here. We're just kind of waiting for the drought to end. It's a very interesting mechanic, I think. So what is all this? Ruins. Source of metal. Oh, see, this must be left over from the humans. So we can harvest the metal at some point. I guess the trees probably also won't grow during a drought. Huh. Well, at any rate, we're gathering out of the warehouse, so that's progress at least. Okay, so the carrots are definitely going to be dead. Because I guess we can't water carrots from the store of water that we have, which is, you know, kind of dumb. In my opinion, at least. So I guess this entire crop of carrots is just going to be wasted here. Even though it's 90% grown, you can't just have smaller carrots. I guess you have to have no carrots. That's a little frustrating. But not really anything you can do about that, is there? Alright, so I guess today is going to be the day where all the carrots, yep, dried out and died. Yep. Oh well. Not much you can do about that. At least the beavers still have water to drink, and we have stored up food to be enjoyed. So all is not lost. We are going to have to rethink our strategy for building placement, though, with regard to the power wheels and the lumber mills and everything. Drought should end in half a day, theoretically. I think the end of the first drought's going to be a good place for us to stop our first episode. Because there's not really going to be too much else going on. We can dive right back in at episode 2 with the recovery from the drought. Should be interesting and entertaining. So that being said, thanks so much for joining me for this first episode of Timberborn. Was wanting to try this game for a while and figured now would be a pretty good spot to start now that we got our old Ostrov town to 1,000 population. So let's go ahead, let's wind this on back down. But yeah, not too bad for our first day of playing the game. I'm going to keep going after this, of course, and record a little bit more. But, you know, I think lots to be happy about. Pretty interesting looking game. Nice setting with the whole post-apocalyptic theme. I'm assuming we'll learn more about that as the game gets further into development. But yeah, thanks for checking out this game with me. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing. We just got to 1,000 subscribers. I've applied for YouTube partnership, and we'll see how that shapes out. Don't expect to be any issue with that. But thanks to everybody who's been supportive thus far. Hopefully you're enjoying the game, and we'll have more Ostriv content coming as well. Don't forget, I also live stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/jcthebeard, where I play Ostriv and other games. Might be doing this on Twitch as well, depending on how these videos go. But yeah, thanks so much for joining us. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.